When it comes to sourcing great stories, you don't always have to start brand new or fresh. Sometimes you can find old gems and just give them a totally new spin for a brand new reaction. So I had a lovely case in point on this. I came across a story about Abraham Lincoln. And he had a spot of bother because he was being approached in 1862 by a plethora of clergymen who were saying, you've got to change what's happening with the ministries in the army. And he was a little bit slow to react to these folks, and they weren't excited about how he was treating them. And so they had a journalist write about how he was all sorts of an idiot, calling him dreadful names in the newspaper the next day. But he tackled it in a very interesting way the next time he chatted with them. So he said, as he was listening to them, you know, it reminds me of a story about a caravan of parsons that were going through Illinois. And they were coming towards a branch of a river that they knew could be really deep and very flooded, depending on the time of year. And they stopped and they were discussing and they were arguing, how are we going to get across it? And some said, no, we have to do it this way. And others said, no, you do it that way. And the other said, no, the only way to do it is this. And after 2 hours of going backwards and forwards, there was one old parson and he'd had enough. And he said, you know, all this discussing, all this arguing, it's doing nothing for us. I find the only way to cross a river is to think about it when you get there. Now, that really struck a chord back then. But even that story, if you recreated it, if you rejigged it, if you gave it a new spin, would work just as well today. What I'd like you to take from today's video is there's gold in old stories, sometimes worth polishing up for great effect.